This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host, Jack. This is my catch-up episode for the Wild and the Panthers games. So let's get right to it. In the first game on Tuesday, we go to the Minnesota Wild. Our final game against a Western Conference team on the road, we lose 3-2. In the first period, Mason Shaw scores to make it 1-0. And then in the second, Matt Boldy scores to make it 2-0 Wild, and then Drake Batherson on the power play to cut the lead down to 1. So that's after 40 minutes. Jacob Chychrun ties it on the power play to make it 2-2. And then Vinny Lettieri scores his fourth, and that's the win for the Minnesota Wild. The goaltending matchup was Marc-Andre Fleury versus Joonas Korpisalo. And Korpisalo wasn't really phenomenal. He only was able to stop 16 of 19, which is somewhere in like the 850s range. Not really great, but the loss was far away from his fault in this one. The Senators had 32 shots, and Marc-Andre Fleury was able to stop 30 of them. So Marc-Andre Fleury had a really good game, and then the faceoff percentage, Ottawa overwhelmingly won faceoffs over Minnesota. So it felt like a game Ottawa should have won just based on the stats here, but again, the Wild were just a better team. They were able to score more than the Senators, and that's why we came away with the loss. And our final record against Western Conference teams on the road, 1-14-1, the overtime loss to the Kings, the win against the Winnipeg Jets. But let's go to Thursday's game, because I have more thoughts on that one, and this is the Florida Panthers game. And listen, I had us losing 5-2 to the Panthers. I thought the Panthers were just a way better team, and you can go in my weekly preview video for it. I said the same thing. We lost the game 6-0, and if you don't believe me, I'm putting it on the screen for you right now. Look, 6-0 in favor of the Panthers. So I'm not even bugging here. This was probably the worst game the Senators played all season, and that says a lot because we've said that many times. In the first period, Nick Cousins and Dmitry Kulikov, those are two guys you should not let score on you, let alone Dmitry Kulikov, because that's his first of the season, and Florida is in game 77 in this game. So both those goals transpired in a matter of 35 seconds. Kulikov's goal was the second one, 1 minute and 37 seconds in. So with 18:23 to go, Florida's already up 2-0. That's all that happened in the period. But then in the second period, Anton Lundell scores to make it 3-0. That goal was in the corner, and it went off of Korpisalo's back, which is insane. And then Sam Bennett scores to make it 4-0. Korpisalo gets pulled. Forsberg goes in. But then Sam Reinhart scores his 53rd of the year to make it 5-0. That's all in the second period. And then on the power play, Matthew Tkachuk scores his 24th, 6-0, and that's the final. The Florida Panthers had 14 penalty minutes, and the Senators went 0 for 6 on the power play. That is abysmal. I don't care how good or bad your power play is. Going 0 for 6 on a power play is rock bottom. That is unbelievable. And then even the Senators, they only had 3 penalties, and the Florida Panthers score on the power play. So I don't know what to say. And I'm going to be even real here. It's 7 penalties for Florida. I messed up on that too. So technically, if you want to go that way, we went 0 for 7 on the power play, which is even worse. So again, the Senators lose an absolutely embarrassing one, 6-0 in favor of the Florida Panthers. And the Senators were a bunch of boys playing against a bunch of men. The Panthers really showed why they were the better team and the reason why they're going to the playoffs, because they play much tougher. And the Senators have that identity, but that's out the window. They're one of the softest teams I've ever seen ever. And that needs to change because that's not a recipe for success, and these players are playing soft. And again, I don't even know what to say from this one. I think it was over since that second goal to a lot of fans, and Korpisalo just continuing to play how he used to. He had a .750 save percentage in this one, and then he gets pulled. Forsberg couldn't shut the door either. So the Senators are now 33, 38, and 4. They're stuck at 70 points, and for the first time all season last night they were on elimination watch. They were not eliminated, but they do have a game against the New Jersey Devils, so I'll have more in the preview video on what the elimination scenario could be for the Senators. But those are my thoughts on the 2 losses. One of them not as bad, one of them absolutely embarrassing. So comment down below your thoughts. But my preview for the Devils game will be coming out, and look out for that. This is Jack from the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.